I recently had the opportunity to have a question and answer session with Gary Karp. He spoke to occupational therapy students at MUSC. Was there a time when you realized your advocacy efforts could help others?
To write this first book, Life on Wheels, that I published. It came out in 1999. That's what really began my involvement with disability. And so on one hand, I arrived at this place where I was given an opportunity and saw that I was in a position after, at that point, 23 years as a chair user, to have something to contribute. And also, I learned a lot from writing the book. So it was useful for me too.
What advice would you give to the younger generation of disability advocates?
I think that they need to learn the history of it. I think they need to understand that they are part of something that's on a certain continuum that has come where it is now because of work that other people have done, like Ed Roberts and Judy Heumann and Justin Dart and all those people. And they're sort of picking up the baton of a relay race, and now what's your step in this process? What needs to happen now to keep moving this process forward?
Why did you want to write Disability and the Art of Kissing?
When I started researching this book in 1996, there really was no writing about pleasure or intimacy or the nature of relationship in the context of disability. It was all clinical information about whether men could produce a sperm that was motile enough, motility, this, how good swimmers they are, in order to produce a child. That's all there was.
What can we do to increase disability awareness today?
For all of us in the disability community and as disability advocates, we have to take what has happened so far and demonstrate that it was the right thing for society to do. I think we have a responsibility, a growing responsibility. We went out there and fought for accessibility. We went out there and fought for, various kinds of accommodations and supports and education and employment. We're still fighting for housing and all this stuff. I think it's pretty important for us to then say, okay, now I'm going to take advantage of this stuff. I'm going to get out there and I'm going to be responsible and I'm going to have values and standards and I'm going to show you that it was the right thing to do, that I really do have a place in this society and that it's not by doing me any favors. It's just get stuff out of my way and give me what I need. And that's what we need to really demonstrate now.
After his presentation, Gary Karp demonstrated his art for juggling.
Mistakes are not failure. Mistakes are information. You have got to drop a lot of balls to learn how to juggle. That's how it's done. And you have got to go through all those doubts and those fears and that denial and that frustration and that awkwardness and that learning how it works and how you function in the world and all those various adjustments. There you go. And then before you know it, you're doing some things that you used to think were completely impossible. I mean, this is the really hard one. You're supposed to be quick. And then pretty soon, new qualities of possibility, creativity, opportunity, identity, and best of all, meaning start flowing